Week 20 and 21 weigh-in. Hi, I'm Dean and welcome to my channel, Living Mosaic. So, last week I did not do my regular weigh-in, and I will get into why. And this week I did do my weigh-in, so I definitely have some numbers to share. However, what I did last week was, prior to my weigh-in, was I did a daily weigh-in to kind of see what was going on. Because previously, it would go from week, I'd lose 3 pounds and then I wouldn't lose anything, or I'd gain something, or when it was kind of this weird pattern. So I was like, okay, well, let me check my daily weigh-in, which I don't do, and to kind of see if I can notice anything. So the funny thing was, and I'll kind of go through the numbers there for you. So on week 18, so that would be not last Friday, but the Friday before. Okay, so I had weighed in at 238, and which was down that 3.8 pounds. For those of you who follow me, you watched that one. And down 3.8 pounds. So I thought, okay, I want to see what's going on. Well, I did my daily weigh-in. The very next day that I weighed myself, on Saturday, I went from 238 to 241.4. It jumped down the next day to 240.4, back up to 241 the next day, stayed at 241, went down to 238.8. And then it went to 239.8 the morning of Thanksgiving. And then the next day was my weekly weigh-in, and it came out to 240.4. So I was up 2.4 pounds from the previous week. Very strange, I thought. Very, very strange. And I couldn't make any rhyme or reason why that happened. However, I did watch a video that kind of explained very simply how the body changes on a day-to-day basis. And you can't really trust the daily weigh-in, which I already knew that, and that's why I don't do daily weigh-ins. I find it just redundant anyways, and personally for me a waste of time. So I just kind of thought that was interesting. So I had a 2.4 gain that week. That was last Friday. Okay. And then, I felt like I was getting myself back on track. And also, I want to say another reason why I did not do my video last Friday, because when I did the weigh-in on Friday, it was up in I was busy on last Friday, and then I decided, okay, I'll probably do it. I'm just going to do the video Saturday. So Saturday came, and it was the weirdest thing. I had chills. I could not get warm at all. I had just, my body was aching, but I didn't get sick. I wasn't sick. It was just the whole day I had these chills and this achy body, and I was tired, and I was in my robe and pajamas all day. Didn't even eat. I did drink water, but I didn't even eat. I was like, I'm just going to rest. And I literally spent the whole day resting. And I mean resting, taking a nap or just relaxing in my chair, whatever. And I took it very easy. And by then I was like, you know what? I'm not even going to worry about doing the weekly weigh-in. I will do double next week. So that's why I'm here talking about double. So that last week was the 240 point something, whatever. And then I'm going to share for today's weigh-in. Okay. So let me get that open here. on my phone and I'm going to share. Okay, so last Friday was 240.4 pounds, and that was up from the previous week, 2 point something pounds. The BMI was 39.1. My body fat was 51.8%. And then today's weigh-in, I had body fat at 51%, which was down a 0.8%. My BMI was 38.5, which was down 0.6. And then my weight was 237. That's down 3.4 pounds. Yet again, another week where I strangely am down 3 pounds and something. So it seems to be the consistent pattern that I'm going through. And I guess I'm just going to have to take it that way. Weird, but whatever. But when I look at, excuse me, when I look at the 3 weeks, so the past 3 weigh-ins, going from that 238, jumping up to 240.4, and then now I'm down to 37. Technically, I lost 1 pound in 3 weeks. Okay, that's kind of how I'm seeing it, even because it was just like, it was a good number, went up, went back down, and even though it says I lost 3.4 pounds this week, over the past week, it really balances out to 1 pound from 2 weeks ago. And I'm okay with that because consistently I'm doing what I'm supposed to do. I'm doing the protein, I'm doing the fiber, I'm drinking lots of water, and I've consistently for the past 3 weeks have done my resistance work. So I've done my weight training, and I did show that video this past week for those of you who wanted to see like what I do as far as like exercise activity in a week. I mean, in a day. So I just kind of wanted to give that update for the past 2 weeks weigh-in and why I did not have my video. Just because I was feeling a little tapped out, I think. And I was just like, I'm going to take it easy. But consistently, I've done my resistance training. I'm really super excited about it. I love all of the equipment that I have. I have my rebounder. I have my dumbbell weights. I have my kettlebells. I have resistance bands. I have my weight bench, and I just got my step in. My little, I guess it's just called a step. I don't even know. It used to be big, like, decades ago. Like, people would do those step workouts. So I just thought it would be good to help out when I'm doing certain kind of leg exercises. But anyway, and I also have just received my adjustable weights, and they go up to 25 pounds. So I'm currently working at a 5-pound dumbbell, and I know that probably seems low, but I wanted to be slow and steady when I was doing my weight training routine, and I didn't want to overexert myself, from being years of doing nothing. I thought, you gotta kind of take it easy. At least that's my perspective. And so far, so good. And I'm able to, do a little bit of extra push of myself for certain combination exercises that I'm doing, and that's going really well. And I feel great. So definitely noticing my pants are fitting better. I previously, in the past, I've done a video on some U-Haul. I keep saying U-Haul, Goodwill haul for clothes, and I had this one pair of pants from Maurice, and I've been wearing them. So I've worn them in the past. I think it's been twice in the past 2 weeks. I've worn those, so they fit me. And because I was kind of waiting on those to see if they would fit. They were a little snug at first. They fit me well. I'm definitely noticing people are actually saying that they notice that I look thinner. I've had clients say that. My coworker says, it's so awesome that you look so thin, and it's like, I know I'm not anywhere close to where I need to be, but she's noticing, and people at work are noticing, and other people are noticing, and all in all, I think feeling great is like top tier. That's like the cherry on top. I feel great. I really do. I feel so energized is a great word. I definitely feel good about that. Super excited about it. And I'm not mad about this, fluctuating weight at all. I'm just going to take it for what it is, and I'm going to go with the flow. And I'm just going to keep doing what I'm doing, and just continue to be consistent. So I appreciate you all for joining me. Got a little tongue tied today, but I laugh at myself, so it's fine. And continue with me on the journey. And for those of you who haven't subscribed, go ahead and subscribe. You can hang out with me and check out my videos as they come out. And give me some feedback out there and let me know how you feel today. Do you feel energized? Do you feel like you're making progress with your energy level? And that's a really awesome thing. So definitely love to hear about that. Go ahead and leave it down in the comments. I love your feedback. And thanks for being part of my community here on sharing my GLP-1 journey. So until next time, remember, you are a living mosaic. Bye.